Okay, welcome back. Just wanted to do a little video on this film that I found last night on Freeview called Death Block 13. And it's also called Escape from Death Block 13. Yeah, so what immediately struck me was the resemblance to Charles Bronson. I thought, oh, let me give this a look. Obviously, it's a prison film, and I thought, yeah, that looks like Charles Bronson, but obviously it's not. The actor is called Robert Bronzi. I think 101 Bronson's talked about this guy before. And this is the first time I've seen this film. It's 2022. It's on IMDb, 4.4 out of 10. The basic premise is after the death of his brother, Mick travels to America to seek justice, wrongly convicted of extortion and attempted murder. Mick is sent to Pleasant Hill Penitentiary's notorious Death Block 13. Wants revenge, escape, all that good stuff. Now, the thing is, I watched the film last night, really liked it, really enjoyed it. It's not a. How do I say this without being. It's not got the highest budget. The acting is not the best. This guy, Robert Bronzi, is from Hungary. The director, writer, Gary Jones, had an idea for this. Somebody said, why don't you use this guy? He's like, he met the guy, had a drink with him. He was like, yeah, I like this guy. So he rewrote the script a little bit, making the guy come from Hungary, avenging his brother. Just basically trying to find out how his brother died and trying to get some money. Very peaceful guy, would basically get the money, go back home to Hungary, end the film. But it didn't work out that way. The people who killed his brother, yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, watch it if you can. It's on Freevee. It's probably on other platforms. It's on DVD, Blu-ray, and even the director writer was talking about getting it released on VHS because he knows somebody that makes VHS. I watched an interview with Gary Jones and Chris Hahn, who plays the bad guy in the film, Bunyan, and that was really interesting. So I'm going to link that down below. I'd advise you to check it out. It's about an hour and 20 minutes, but it is very interesting. It covers not only the film and the director's some of the films he's made in the past, like Mosquito, which is one of the most bootlegged films on YouTube. He talks about streaming. He talks about um, getting started with 8mm cameras, moving on to the digital side, which this film does have some digital CGI blood effects and stuff, and some of the shots as well. You can tell where the budget, like they did shoot this film at Shawshank Prison, but some of the shots you can see are they cut away and it's like CGI background and it's like looks pretty ropey, and some of the CGI blood's not the best, but doesn't take you out of the film. The film is really, really good. Really advise you to go and see it. But yeah, I'd have also advised you to check out the channel Whiskey Business with Dino Tripodis. It's where they talk to the writer director Gary Jones and Chris Hahn. Now, Chris Hahn, you may know him from the wrestling world, and he had to quit the wrestling career because of a brain tumor, and now he does the stunt work and stuff, and he's worked on a lot of films, acting and as a stunt coordinator, that sort of stuff. And he's very interesting as well, his perspective on things. But yeah, what was my point? Yeah, Gary Jones covers a number of topics, but from let's say the bootlegging side of YouTube and how YouTube sort of turn a blind eye to the illegal uploads, whereas if it was Disney film, Disney be on it straight away and it'd be removed, whereas the director has to go and make a claim for each one of these films to get it removed. I've never seen Mosquito, but it looks bloody good. It's like a throwback to the 50s, B movies where mosquito, alien comes down, meteor or whatever, mosquito lands on it, then you get a fucking big 6 foot high mosquito going around killing people. I gotta watch that. And say, yeah, there's probably go and find it on YouTube now. So there's that side of it. There's also the streaming side, it's touched on briefly. And I say DVD sales, all that sort of stuff is covered in that interview. It's a long ass interview, but it's bloody interesting. I watched the whole lot just now and watched the film last night. I literally fell asleep with the last 5 minutes to go. I mean, the film was over and done with, but it was just a little tiny extra little scene at the end with Nicholas Turturro. So yeah, no spoilers, but you know, it is a bloody good film. It's not exactly rocket science or anything. It's not high art, but this is another point that was raised in the interview. He uses the term commercial art, whereas you've got to make something that's commercially viable, but also you put yourself into it. You know, you put something out there that you're proud of, that you're happy with, and stuff like that. So yeah, interesting. Even Quentin Tarantino's briefly mentioned in the interview. Yeah, I've made some notes here, and I'm just trying to think I've only got a few more minutes to talk about this, but link to the channel will be in the description. Wherever you can find this film, let me know where it's streaming. If you're in other countries, have you got the DVD or Blu-ray? I'd be interested to find it on VHS. I mean, the poster art for this throws back to like the Mr. Majestic. Even the first scenes in the film, he's got the hat, he's got the stripy Baker Boy cap. It's so reminiscent of Bronson. It really is. Even the end, I won't give it away, but there's little nods to Bronson all the way through it, and I mean, it really does hit that nostalgia factor. I say that the acting has, you know, it's not bad. It's very watchable, but it's not top tier acting. It's not top tier effects. It's not, but the story's good. The action is bloody good. Say with the wrestling guy Chris Hahn and some of his buddies coming in helping out with the choreography and all that sort of stuff. It's really good. Some memorable parts in it, and it's rewatchable. You know, I could watch that. I could watch it with my kids. It's not overly graphic, but there's some good moments in it. It's good fun, and yeah, I'll be interested to see Robert Bronzi in anything else that he does or has done. So yeah, the poster art is very throwback to that sort of 70s, 80s period. So Mr. Majestic hat. It just screams of Bronson so much. The moustache, the hairstyle, everything. He just looks spot on to Bronson. Check out the interview with the whiskey business. That's really good and informative and interesting. So yeah, you will find out something from that, definitely. I might even subscribe to them because they obviously love this sort of stuff as well. So yeah, thoughts down below. Have you seen this film? Definitely share it. That's another part of it. I mean, if you're gonna make a film that nobody sees, nobody talks about, what's the point? It's not going to make no money. But obviously I'm talking about it because I like it and I want to see more stuff like this. So yeah, that's it for now. Like, definitely share, definitely check out the film wherever you can check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.